What is going on, guys? This is Joseph Conlon coming to you guys with this week's NXT review on Wednesday, November 13th, 2019. Today's Friday, November 15th, which means SmackDown tonight, and SmackDown is in Philadelphia. I am not going to the show because I have high school football playoffs tonight, semifinal, but I mean, if I wasn't in football, I would probably be going to the show tonight. But I mean, right now football's important, so I gotta stay with that. But yeah, NXT this past Wednesday was a fantastic show, in my opinion. We got a lot of great stuff happening on the show. Takeover next Saturday is looking absolutely amazing. It's looking like a great card, and I'm going to tell you what matches I think could possibly be announced on next week's NXT. So, no wasting time. Without further ado, let's just jump into the review. Starting off with Angel Garza versus Lio Rush for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And first off, this was absolutely amazing. This was fantastic. The crowd was so loud for this. Full Sail was on its feet. This was unbelievable action between Garza and Rush. And I tweeted out Wednesday night that I believe that this was the best ever Cruiserweight Championship match in the WWE. These guys, I told everybody that Angel Garza and Lio Rush were going to tear the house down at NXT this week, and they did exactly that. They did a fantastic job in this match. The ending result was Lio Rush doing a frog splash for the cover 1, 2, 3, but Garza's foot was on the rope, and the ref did not see that. So that could be a possible match. I think that gets announced for TakeOver, and I do think we will get that at TakeOver again next week. Angel Garza versus Lio Rush for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship should be even better on a TakeOver. Loved it. We then had Xia Li versus Elias. This was short. I mean, it was okay. The match stopped, I think, with Xia Li busted up Elias' nose, I think it was, and they had to call the match off because she was dripping blood and her nose was hurt, I think. So Xia Li won that match. And then we had a segment with Finn Balor coming out and saying that this is not the NXT he was a part of when he was in NXT in 2014 and all that stuff. This is a joke, he said. And then he has no challengers. He put down Johnny Gargano. He put down Matt Riddle. And all of a sudden, Matt Riddle comes out and he attacks Finn Balor. Has Finn running and going into the crowd, running away from Riddle. And we get the Riddle chants that sound like Goldberg chants. So we got that. And then we got the Undisputed Era coming out and confronting Riddle. We had Ciampa coming out to help him with Keith Lee. And then all of a sudden, during the brawl, Dominik Dijakovic's music was hitting. And he came out and attacked the Undisputed Era. I don't know if you could call it a babyface turn. I guess you can. But Dijakovic shook hands with Ciampa. Shook hands with Keith Lee after giving him a long look. And Dominik Dijakovic, let me stretch real quick. Dominik Dijakovic joined Keith Lee and Ciampa at the War Games, but then Matt Riddle is out because Matt Riddle is now facing Finn Balor one-on-one at War Games, and quite possibly, guys, this could be the best match on War Games in my opinion. Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle could be the best match at War Games, even though we have 2 War Games matches. That's how good I think this is going to be. This could be a very late contender for Match of the Year, in my opinion. I really can't wait to see these guys go at it next weekend. So then we jumped into Keith Lee versus Roderick Strong. Again, a fantastic match on NXT. This was great. This had all the drama it needed. Back and forth. Lee, great match. He's really benefited from these 2 hours, in my opinion. I felt like the 1 hour format, he didn't really get pushed. He was looked at as the put over guy, always putting over like Dijakovic and Damien Priest and all that. Now, Keith Lee has really benefited from the 2 hour format, and I think out of the superstar who has been helped the most in the 2 hour format, it's got to be Keith Lee, in my opinion. He's been great. He's been great recently, and got the victory right here on NXT North America champion Roderick Strong, giving him and his team some momentum heading into War Games. So, fantastic match between Keith Lee and Roderick Strong, and they announced next week in a ladder match for an advantage, we're getting Adam Cole versus Dominik Dijakovic, and that's going to be amazing. I really can't wait to see that match. We then moved into Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed. This was a nice match. It was about 10 minutes. Good back and forth between these guys. At the end, Swerve, with the right decision, gets the victory over Bronson Reed. They shake hands and they head to the back. Pretty solid match, honestly. In my opinion, the past few weeks, Bronson Reed has been losing to Matt Riddle. He's been losing to Isaiah Swerve Scott. I'm not really behind this guy, and I think he needs a heel turn. This guy's like, I don't want to say stale, but he's stale in my opinion. I think a heel turn from a guy like him would really help. So, that's that. Pretty good. And I might as well say this now. With another blank spot on Team Ciampa, it's really tough to think who's going to be the last member. I was thinking Velveteen Dream, but apparently he's going to be out until 2020. I mean, John Morrison's a good possibility, but I don't. It's too risky to choose him. So realistically, the only guy as a babyface, the only real babyface in NXT that they could choose is Isaiah Swerve Scott. So we could see him on Team Ciampa at War Games, and he could be in a really big spotlight, which could be good for him, in my opinion. We were then supposed to have Pete Dunne versus Killian Dain until Damien Priest came out and attacked both of them. We had official security trying to separate them, but these guys were not. They would not get away from each other. They would keep brawling and all that stuff until they got pushed to the back. And it looks like we could be getting a triple threat match at TakeOver War Games between Pete Dunne, Damien Priest, and Killian Dain. I think it could be a really nice match as well. This could be really good in my opinion. We had the main event. Really awesome main event. Io Shirai versus Mia Yim, and the winner would get the advantage for their team at TakeOver War Games. Now, Mia Yim's a very tough person. From the ladder suplex to her holding the ladder and Io Shirai doing a top rope drop kick. I think the ladder came in on her nose and it busted her open. She's a really tough person. And then from the last spot in the ladder match with her climbing up, NXT UK Women's Champion Kaylee Ray coming into the ring, pushing the ladder down, and Mia Yim going through a ladder on the outside. And let me tell you, that sounded painful. It was loud, and I watched it about 10 times because it was just so loud and painful, and it was like, it's something you had to watch over and over and over again, and that was sick. That was a really sick spot. Then Ray helps Io Shirai climb to the ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and Team Shayna Baszler has an advantage at TakeOver War Games. So, Io Shirai securing the victory for her team, and getting the advantage at War Games. We'll see what the advantage is. We'll probably say it this week on NXT. A great ladder match to cap off a fantastic episode of NXT. This week's the go-home show before TakeOver War Games on Saturday. I'm super hyped for next Saturday, just like I was for Full Gear. This show could be absolutely amazing. You look at the TakeOver card so far, you got Finn Balor, Matt Riddle, you got the men's War Games, and you got the women's War Games. And then if you had Pete Dunne, Damien Priest, Killian, Dain, triple threat, and you had Angel Garza, Leo Rush in a Cruiserweight Championship match, this could be a fantastic show, in my opinion. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Please like this video with a super kick. Subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. Leave a comment down below of what you thought about NXT. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, guys.